What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ghost of Lord Master Starscream. And tonight, joining me as well, not as always, but as always, it's Ruben and also Autocorrect Prima. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing okay. How are y'all?
Oh, doing good. And Ruben has had to go do something, so he'll be back in a minute. And and I do have a little bit of an announcement. I don't think I announced it on YouTube just yet, but I'm gonna go and announce it on here in a minute. But first things first, did any of you? Well, hang on, let me do this. There we go. Okay, while I'm waiting on him, did you get anything new recently, Otto?
Um, I got Nikki the Eye Guy from the Power Rangers,
Oh,
and then
nice.
she turned around, got me a Xenomorph, and got me the pig from the Power Rangers, the big old porker with a big mouth
Mm-hmm.
and the fork and the knife. Yeah, and a
Yeah.
couple of new He-Man figures, but nothing really new Transformer wise. I'm not too happy with the price hike that's going to be happening for
I'm back.
Transformers.
All right, man. Yeah, I know what you mean. And now Ruben is back. Real quick, did you get anything new?
Yes, yeah. Today my package has arrived. I got Chaos Skyhorse for the Velo Combiner. But here's the best part.
What?
I'm looking at the back of the packaging. This is the international packaging, and I'm scared of that because I've seen some YouTubers that have Bakugan. They have more. The cards that have more than English.
Mm.
And I remember back in the day, when Bakugan still exists, like during somewhere 2009 during to 2012, um like some other countries like Russia, Germany, not Japan. Japan have like something different. They will have more than one card in English or any other languages like French or something. I don't know. They also have like Russian, Spanish, another country. So I'm actually like spooked right now.
Mm. Okay.
Also, I asked my dad what Otto told me to well, God damn it. What art teacher told me, and I told to Otto. My first language when I spoke as a kid was Spanish.
Pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, but when my sister talked to me, I talked more English while with my sister. Sometimes while I was in elementary. In elementary, we also have like that some teacher can speak Spanish and other can speak English, and others are like bilingual.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Nice.
there's your answer.
Thank you. Well, our teacher said that she said we'll have you help her on some of her Spanish because that's what we've been doing a little bit here at the house, trying to at least.
Oh,
Oh
she could
God.
send me like she could send me a text like, well, what's she trying to translate it? I'll translate it for her in Google Translate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
And and well, for me, oh, hang on, wait. Ruben, is there anything else, or is that about it?
I
That's
have a lot of stuff to show you guys, but I'm still on break on my channel. But I will send you a photo. I think I'll send it to Starscream, so you can show off how many stuff that I saved up for. I'm still
oh
on my
God.
1 month break for March. I'm
Okay.
still on vacation.
All right. And well, for me, I'm gonna start with the get the figures out of the way because I do have a couple of announcements, and also this will be regarding my Transformers figures collecting. But well, first of all, I got three figures ordered. One came from Amazon, and the other two are still on the way from eBay. And I do confess, I did pay a scalper price, but in the end, I'll say this: it'll be worth it. So today, I got thanks to Ruben for helping me out, by the way, from Amazon, Transformers Bumblebee movie, Wheeljack.
Nice.
Yes. I got
Right. I got Wheeljack, I got Ratchet, and I got Bond.
bro. Yeah, I got Wheeljack, or I got Ratchet and Brawn on the way. And I should be getting the Ratchet, I believe, on Monday, and Braun, I'm sure his release date will change, or his arrival date. So yeah, but yeah, that's about. Oh, and I did get something else yesterday. Hang on, let me turn off my camera real quick. Anyways, I did get something at a thrift store. Unfortunately, it is pretty much useless to me. And also, Ruben, when you looked up the price, that was a different version. So this one costs, I think, right around $100 or $200 something. But it's all right.
Sure it's the same model?
I know, but it comes with a different accessory. I'll send you the link. It's all good. Anyways, I ended up finding something Star Wars related that costs right around $70 something, $75, I believe. And this is really expensive. Unfortunately, it is a Sphero droid figure, but unfortunately, the app does not exist, so you cannot do the remote control thing on your phone because they had a fallout with Disney or something like that. They stopped working with them. But regardless, I ended up getting the Sphero BB-8.
Ah.
And let me open it up. If anyone is curious, this is remote control Bluetooth to your phone. But like I said, since they had a fall, since they're no longer working together, you can't use the app anymore, which I do feel bad about. But I did think about returning it, but I got it at a thrift store. It's still a good display item, and I do feel bad that this is pretty much useless, but it's good as a display piece. Is all I can say. And also I held this in long enough, and I do want to announce this. I don't know if I announced it on YouTube just yet. Actually, I don't think I have, but me found out a couple, I think a month ago. Yeah, I think it was a month ago. I can't remember, but it turns out me and Cheyenne are having a baby, and yes, that is official. And after a little more waiting a little bit, I think there might be 5 months left until the baby's born, but we don't know just yet. But one thing's for sure is this: she is carrying high. So it might be a girl, but we don't know just yet. So, and with that said, I will be holding off on buying some Transformers figures for I don't know how long, but I'll say this: it will be rare that I buy a Transformers figure, unless it's right around $8 or $7, then okay. But like I said, I have some responsibilities, and since I already have Ratchet and Brawn on the way, those were the ones I really needed. So I might stop buying Transformers figures for a little bit, but and I'll definitely keep you updated on that, and yeah, and that's about all I have to say on that. So yeah, and also for those who want to reach out to me or text me, ask me questions or anything like that, for those who are close to me, if you have my phone number, you're more than welcome to text me. But if you want to reach out to me either on Instagram or Discord, you're more than welcome to do that if you are too late watching this. But yeah, that's about it.
I did see the Optimus Primal for the Rise of the Beast. That was Prime versus Prime showed it off. I actually like it. I like it a lot. I like the fact that the chest pulls down and you rotate it around and it goes into his
gorilla mode.
Yeah.
Chefatron and Prime versus Prime, and yes, I'm giving credit. I don't care what other people say. I am giving credit when credit is due, if that's the right word. But yeah.
Have y'all seen the studios?
What's that?
Have y'all seen the Studio Series figures?
On which figures?
The one that's for the for what do you call it? Roz of the Beast.
I don't think they showed off the Studio Series figures yet. The only figures they actually showed off right now are
There's actually a YouTuber. There's a YouTuber right now that has them, and he's already done all 3 reviews for Optimus Prime, Bumblebee. I can't remember the other 2 that
Scourge?
in the fact Scourge, and can't remember what the orange truck that's the Wrecker.
Are you talking about hold on,
I forgot the name also.
Hunger?
AB, and they're also coming with 2 head sculpts where you can switch out the heads if you want to.
Hold on. Let me make sure, because Ruben might be able to help you out with this one. Let me show off the art. Hold on.
TFW 2005. You saw it on YouTube, right? But it's not on TFW 2005?
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. It's a channel, Sovo, SOVA.
Hang on. I got a thumbnail right here. And also, if you guys want to go check this guy out, go ahead. But you talk about this right here?
Yeah, that's the one that I got to see that they was able to transform.
Battle Trap. Ruben, you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
This is what we talked about. If you want to mention something about it, Ruben.
When I saw, I thought it was the actual figure, but it almost looked like it's custom made.
Well, that's why it has in the video title custom right there.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not the channel that I saw it from, though.
Oh, this guy right here. This what I was showing. SOVO box. Sovo box.
Not Sovo box. No. I saw his. His looks more like 3D printed.
Yeah. These are the ones on this guy's channel. Yeah, these are 3D printed fake models. Or his version, I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah, which I saw his, and he's got. I don't know how I feel about the parts for me with his.
Yeah. But I do have to say he does make good customs. I will give the guy that. They're pretty interesting. But yeah, oh shoot, my phone just died. I'm gonna have to take care of that. But yeah, I gotta say I actually like the design for Optimus Primal for Rise of the Beasts. I'm actually excited for that. And man, the design is so good.
I'm just curious about the Optimus Prime with the 8 tires, 2 up front, 2 in the back.
Yeah, the story with that truck is that he might scan that form, and here's why. Because if you look at those trucks, and I'll go ahead and kill my camera for now. If you look at those trucks in real life, those trucks are made to go like through the snow, mud, like basically rough terrains that other vehicles can't go through. That's what that vehicle is specifically made for. And since they'll be going through the jungles of Peru and up in the mountains, that might be the vehicle form Optimus Prime will scan. So he could go through the rough terrains of Peru and go through the mountains, because that's the one truck that can do it. And since his flat-nose truck is not going to be able to do that, there you go.
In other words, it's like an all-terrain off-road military
all-terrain vehicle. Yeah.
Like Beast Wars Optimus, not Beast Wars, Beast Hunters Optimus Prime.
Right, all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah, that's. So yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the director.
What's that?
I don't know how I feel about the director kind of backpedaling the Bumblebee movie and making this into like the 7th movie and the Bayverse universe. I don't know. how that's going to fit in, because that's so problematic. Because in the Bayverse, they showed up and then was able to have their alt modes. And this here is supposedly they're going to still be a part of the Bayverse storyline.
Well, from what I hear, this will be a sequel to the Bumblebee movie, and from what Paramount said, that this film will start a new Transformers franchise, like going forward, like ignoring all the other films. But yeah, they will, oh, excuse me. They will come out with a TV series, and they have some other movies planned, and also an animated Transformers movie that will be coming out.
A lot of it been done in coalition with Netflix. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. And yes, TFN Geek, you can join. I put the link out there in the description if you haven't got it already.
Hey, TFN Geek.
Wait. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Otto.
Personally, I'm hoping that this is going to still be, a new direction, but I'm also hoping that this is going to be where we're not going to be stuck with the G1 storyline, so to speak. Something that they've been rehashing over and over and over again. I kind of like to see a little bit something new, and I like the fact that we're getting the Beast in this movie, and I saw we get Tigertron, or at least he knows that he's going to be a figure with Optimus Primal. So, yeah.
Yeah. And hey, TFN Geek, how are you doing today?
I do fantastic because I got 2 new Transformers figures in.
Oh, no, I'm curious.
First up, we have a Transformers figure I've been wanting to get for a long time, and thanks to Amazon, it finally arrived today. Kingdom Hot Rod.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
The reason why I'm extra happy to have Hot Rod in my collection is because, guys, he was the last Kingdom figure I needed. I have completed the entire Kingdom line with Hot Rod added to my collection.
Congrats.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Now the other
I helped them out.
Yeah. Now the other figure is a surprise because I actually have an interesting story to share with you guys. I ordered off eBay a couple of weeks ago. Give me a second while I turn around to see if I can find it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Okay, so I actually ordered off of eBay a couple of weeks ago. Oh, this Transformers figure.
Ooh! Yeah, I remember that.
Maverick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I have an interesting story to share with you guys. I got Maverick off of. I ordered Maverick from a Japanese seller, and nothing happened for 5 days. And so I told eBay nothing was happening. The seller wasn't shipping it out, wasn't doing anything to it. So I asked if I could get a refund, and I got a refund. And the day after, this thing showed up from Japan.
Oh, two of them.
So I got Maverick for free.
Oh,
ooh, nice.
So you got 2 Maverick, right?
Yeah, because since nothing was happening with this first copy I got, I went and got a second one. I dropped them all. As I got a second one off of eBay while I figured this one was never going to arrive. So now I have 2 copies of Maverick, and the second one that I'm keeping in the box was free of charge since eBay refunded me for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need that Maverick.
Uh-huh. So, since I got refunded for that first copy of Maverick that I never thought I was going to get, it left me with just enough money that I was able to purchase, actually, another Transformers figure off eBay. So I hope you guys are ready for this. It's one that was sold in a box set, but the box set, as a whole, the other figures I wasn't too interested in getting, and it was too expensive even on eBay. So I went and got the one figure I wanted from it. So, gentlemen, I present you with, from the buzzworthy Bumblebee line, Nemesis Primal.
Very nice.
Monkey boy.
Let me full screen you. Nice. fully completed. Even though I know you couldn't get the rest of them, but still, that there is worth it, man.
Oh yeah.
Nice, congrats. You still haven't taken him out of his plastic prison or.
Cocoon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Optimus Primal cocooned and he came out as Nemesis Primal. There you go.
So there he is, everyone. The latest of the Heralds of Unicron. Nemesis
Nice.
Primal's evil doppelganger, Nemesis Primal.
Nice. There's Braun.
Nice.
Awesome, Otto. I can hardly wait for that figure. Oh.
And then Wheeljack.
Yep. And that's the thing. I also got Bumblebee movie Wheeljack in today.
Ooh, congrats.
Yes, thanks, man.
Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to get those figures. There's none in my area.
Mm-hmm.
Ratchet.
I actually got these off of Amazon.
Cool. Yeah, Amazon's been releasing all the Studio Series stuff early. The only figure I got from the wave was Perceptor. I found Coronation Starscream at my local Target store. Same with the sweeps. I just wanted to let you guys know that I don't know if you guys heard this rumor, but it's rumored that Blaster and Hot Rod were originally going to only be released in the Legacy line, and Hasbro decided to release them early in the Kingdom line just so they could get out on the market before the rest of the brand new figures from Wave 1 of Legacy were released. And I don't know if you guys have heard that rumor.
Nice.
But no, but never heard of the rumor. But I did saw something on Instagram. What you said about the Hot Rod coming to the Legacy series.
Yeah, and now I finally have some evidence to prove that rumor might have some truth to it, because here on the artwork for Kingdom Hot Rod,
full screen, yeah.
Look closely at Hot Rod's weapon. I don't know if you guys have seen the reviews or the photos that have come out yet, but Hot Rod's weapon
there it
is actually the combined weapon that you get when you also combine Hot Rod's sword with the laser guns that come with Legacy Iguanus and Legacy Skywarp.
Yeah, I saw I saw the photos of it.
So yeah, it appears that the rumors are true that Hot Rod originally was not going to be released until the Legacy line, but for whatever reason, Hasbro decided to give him a first release in the Kingdom line, along with Voyager class Blaster. And the fact that in his artwork for on his Kingdom box, he's pictured holding the combined weapon from all three of the Legacy Wave 1 core class figures, it appears that rumor might be true that Hot Rod all along was originally going to just be a Legacy figure. It was never to originally be a Kingdom figure. They just released him in Kingdom to increase the size of the fifth and final wave of the Kingdom line. There actually originally wasn't supposed to be a fifth wave of Kingdom. Kingdom was originally going to end on Wave 4.
Well, I'm hoping to eventually find Blaster. That's the one that I've been wanting to get.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find him or anything. So,
yeah.
If anyone does for a good price, just let me know. Something that.
No worry, we'll keep you updated. I still can't find Slammer.
But I'm going to be honest. I don't think there's only a couple things I'm going to probably stick with. That's the Metro. I did get to see the Metroplex that's supposed to be coming out. And there's 3 alt modes. But with Legacy, I'm not going to go all in. I'm going to just stick with my Studio Series, and that's pretty much what I'll be focused on for the next year. Studio Series 86, and then the regular Studio Series line. Legacy is just not doing it for me. I just haven't liked what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. The only Legacy figures I pre-ordered from Amazon were the G2 Laser Optimus Prime and then the 2 deluxe figures of Skids and Kickback. I have no interest in Menasor or the Stunticon since I still have the Combiner Wars version.
That one I am in. That's the only thing that I am interested in is Menasor. That's the only one I'm actually interested in getting from the Legacy line. But Kickback, yes, because of the Insecticon, yes, I got that one pre-ordered, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I have no interest in Prime RC or Bulkhead.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I would love to start collecting those figures, but unless they go down like on a really, really cheap price, I ain't gonna be able to get them. Because, like I said, I did announce that me and Cheyenne are having a kid on. So yeah, like I said, and I'm gonna be putting my money towards more important stuff than just Transformers figures.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I might take a break from collecting Transformers for the next few months because my goal this year, I already told this to Lord Master Starscream and Ruben Soto autocorrect primer. My goal is by the time that my birthday comes around towards the end of July, that I'll save up enough money that I'll be able to get the Titan class Metroplex figure that was released back in 2013. That's my goal, is to finally add that figure to my Transformers collection.
Very nice.
Yeah. To put it in a
I will say. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I was just gonna say, to describe it in a fancy way possible, I basically have to on eBay, I have to trade in 6 photos of Benjamin Franklin in order to get Metroplex. That's the cheapest he's going for. Every place else for more than that. The cheapest that Metroplex is going for on Amazon is $1,000.
God.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's absolutely.
I know come this summer, I think it's between May or June, Metroplex will be will have been released 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he's now considered a vintage Transformers figure.
Yep.
I remember seeing on a collector's website once that after 5 years, a Transformers figure could end up falling into the category of being a vintage figure, because after 5 years, there is virtually no chance that that figure is going to be released for a second time by Hasbro or Takara Tomy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing I find disappointing about that is that we are getting a new one that's coming out. It's not going to be as big as that one, when it came out 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't know if you knew this, but these figures that came out from the Studio Series are 4 inches tall. They're literally some are an inch to a half an inch shorter than what we got from the Siege line.
No, I believe it. I believe it because
and the price going up on top of that. They're pretty much coming close to pricing me out.
Oh yeah, same here. You know what? I've measured all of the deluxe figures in my Transformers collection, and the bulkiest deluxe class figures that I own are the ones that were released in the Unicron trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
The physically largest deluxe class sized figures.
Yep.
Okay.
I just feel like Hasbro said, "Hey, we're going to make it where size matters, scale matters," and I think since they've done that, the figures have just gotten smaller and smaller. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, these figures come out in the Studio Series. These are actually fun. I enjoy them. I don't like the fact that Wheeljack has, clear plastic feet. I'm fine with the clear plastic chest because that's like the windshield. But I don't agree with the clear plastic feet. I'm absolutely against that. The clear plastic chest on Ratchet. Well, I'm like, okay, I can understand that, and I like the light piping. And I like Brawn. Brawn overall has been my favorite, and he's the most fun one out of all 3 of them to transform back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than Studio Series, that's pretty much going to be where, if I get anything, that's pretty much going to be where it comes from. Because Nikki and I were looking, and we're like, for what the price is, it's going for deluxe. For Hasbro, for one deluxe Transformers, I can buy 2 He-Man figures for that one price.
Wow, that's encouraging.
Yeah. So, and it's like, why am I willing to go smaller and have more clear plastic, or I can go with my other love, which has been He-Man. He-Man and Transformers have always been. I'm not G.I. Joe. I like, but G.I. Joe's never been my one to jump to. It's always been Transformers and He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while there, I was neglecting to get into He-Man figures because I was trying to be a completist for Siege, Earthrise, and for Kingdom.
Yeah.
And and I'm like, wait a second, it's $25 to $30 for a deluxe class. Depends on where you get it, but that's pretty much what the new price is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can get 2 He-Man figures for that price. There's no clear plastic. I mean, I could buy a He-Man figure and a vehicle for the price it would be for a Voyager class.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the vehicles being over a foot long.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I don't understand, and that's why I'm asking y'all guys. I mean, do y'all understand the reasoning behind the price hike?
Behind the price hikes? No,
Yeah.
I have my own I have my own theories that I could spitball out of my mouth, but I don't have any factual evidence to support what I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm just curious about what you think about it too, because I've been away for a while, health-wise
I'll be in
and
a
stuff.
minute.
But
I got some own personal theories of mine. The scariest of which is that the overall global supply of plastic is starting to dwindle, which could be some truth to that, since plastic is a byproduct of oil.
Okay.
True.
Very true. But if that's the case, then how is Mattel giving bigger figures, no hollow points, no hollowness in any of the figures that they're coming out with? They're thicker plastic, they're bigger plastic, and they're hollow to them. That to me kind of like sits there and goes, because I was with you, TFN Geek. That was my rationale of saying, okay, we're in a war now. Gas prices are going up. This is the new norm. But I was like, I started getting a couple of these He-Man figures, and I was like, holy mackerel, these things are solid all the way through. There's no hollowness to any of these things, and I can buy 2 of these for the price for one deluxe. So that kind of, for me, like, if Mattel's able to do that, and then I take a look at McFarlane toys, and I go, crap, McFarlane toys is at least 3 inches taller than anything that's coming out from Hasbro. And I'm going, okay, how is this the fact that they're able to do that? And then I was like, well, even with Hasbro puts out Star Wars figures, and also with the Black Series, or puts out the figures for the Power Rangers, there's more plastic to those figures than 3 or 4 Transformers combined together. I mean, I got just recently the big pig head, and that thing is solid. I mean, you literally hurt somebody with that figure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I printed an.
Just said printed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say, do you have one of those He-Man figures on you? By?
Yeah, I got one right by. Well, I'm actually working on a custom, but I don't mind. I'm working on the custom right now. I can show you.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna ask. Can you see can you find the manufacturer's label to see where it was made? That's what I was gonna ask.
Vietnam.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that. Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
That's where the Transformers are made right now. Because saw it here on
And
Maverick.
to give you a size comparison,
Well, the feeds aren't level.
Sorry. There we go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and this one here, even if you go with this one, the figure here, side by side,
Mm-hmm.
this figure here is 25 bucks. This figure here is $10.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking at going. Um, why is that? Why is, you know, if it is if it is the plastic, then why is it that other companies such as McFarlane Toys and
Mm-hmm.
even other lines that Hasbro does for
Mm-hmm.
has more plastic?
Yeah, and that leads to another theory of mine, which I hope is doesn't have any truth to it, but that the Transformers aren't one of the top priority franchises that Hasbro's focusing on. That's why they're not putting all their heart and soul into the quality of the figures.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Power Rangers and the Black Series? The Star Wars.
Yeah, no. I agree with what you said that those figures are made out of solid plastic. I'm saying the actual Transformers figures themselves, they're like at the bottom tier of Hasbro's list of important figures to produce. I think part of the reason why that is because I remember years ago watching a documentary about valuable stuff that sells, and typically Transformers don't sell for big bucks unless they're sought after by collectors. But if like nobody who's really into Transformers isn't going to pay top dollar for them because they're everywhere and they flooded the market.
I'm going to have to disagree with that because I've got 3 guys that I know that have comic book stores.
Oh, okay.
And you
Well, there
know,
goes that
these
theory.
guys these guys ask me if I will help price the Transformers that they get in because they fly off the shelf, just like the 3 1/4 size GI Joes with the O-rings. Those are another ones that fly off. You know, um, and I also friends with 2 guys that own just vintage toys. And that's all they do. They don't even do comics. They just do vintage toys. And they're like, you know, our top sellers is, you know, Mask, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and He-Man. That is, you know, because you know, they even ask if I'm willing to sacrifice any out of my collection. I'm like, nope. I've had these since I was a kid. I'm not going to. But they're like, they can't keep them in. And so, and that's not just the G1 figures. That's also figures. I've had them have boxes full of Armada figures, and you know, stuff like that, and be like, I just, what's a good price? If I put $10 on this, is that good? I'm like, well, yeah, but you can get more for it. And then they're like, oh, I can actually get more. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, surprisingly, and typically that's what happens is that they're sold out of them now. And that's the thing I didn't understand about the re-release of Cheetor and the Beast Wars characters and those prices being, you know, 50 and 25.
Yeah.
So I got Cheetor at Walmart for $6 because it was shelf warming.
So need that Cheetor.
Well, I haven't really focused on too much of the modern stuff because I've been trying to focus on Transformers that I'm most interested in getting. And I don't know if you saw this autograph, but I did a video showing that I got a vintage Transformers figure last month.
I have not. I'm getting caught up on everybody's. I'm trying to.
Well, here, allow me to show you what my. This has become the oldest released Megatron figure in my Transformers collection. The G2 Hero Megatron.
Well, very cool. Very cool. So your Optimus Prime, awesome.
Yep. Optimus Prime is right up here. I've owned Optimus Prime since the year he came out. I got Optimus Prime as a birthday present the year he was released, and so it took almost 30 years, but I finally have the Megatron figure meant to be his rival matched up to him.
Very nice. Yes, that looks good.
The only tragic part is that I lost one of Optimus Prime's rockets, so now he only has one.
Aw.
Yeah. And I tried to get some off of eBay, but someone bought them before I could.
Mm.
But I will say this. These figures, when they were released in the Generation 2 line, Generation 2 was the last line before size classes were invented.
Mm-hmm.
Like modern day size classes of Transformers figures. So these figures are considered deluxe class sized from the G2 line.
Wow.
Deluxe
Think about
class.
that.
Yeah. And so just to use G2 Megatron here, just to use as an example here, this is a deluxe figure from the year 1993. Here it is with a modern day Voyager figure. You notice something?
Yeah. About the same size.
Exactly. This is the Studio Series 86 sweep. And to add insult to injury, do you want to know how much Megatron retailed for when he was released back in 1993?
Probably under $10.
Exactly. The same price that the Kingdom Core class figures are currently going for. So, if you were to travel back in time 30 years ago, $10 would get you a Transformers action figure this large. Whereas today, you only get a Transformers figure for that amount that's only this size.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was taking a look at my Transformer collection. And like what you're doing, TFN Geek, he was like looking at the ones that go all the way back, years back, and he looked at some of the prices of the stuff that was coming out for, these current lines, and he was like, "Oh my God!" He says, "The Transformers going up that much?" I was like, "They really have." And he's like, then he's like, "But they're not made as good." And I was like, "What do you mean? What makes you think they're not made as good?" And he's like, "Well, for one thing," he says, "I know that clear plastic doesn't last." And he's like, and the second thing is that, back in the day, those are made for kids. He says, "I couldn't imagine giving a kid a Studio Series figure and think it was going to last longer than 2 transformations with a child." And I was like, "Huh, that's true. That's true." I said, "But they do have the kids line. And when you take a look at, Hasbro's, I guess, what they call the gimmick kids line that comes out, you take a look at it and you see there's not clear plastic on those." Hey, back at the back over there for me. And you take a look at this, the Siege line. I think the Siege line is the best line that we've gotten. I think it's going to be the only line that's going to be like that ever. I don't think we'll ever get anything like it again from Hasbro.
Yeah.
Does that make y'all sad as a collector, or is it like, well, it comes with the parkour?
And real quick, I will say this: I will be popping up here and there, but I just want to say, the last time we could buy Transformers for $10, specifically big ones, like what TFN Geek was talking about, the last time we were able to buy Transformers that were $10, that were pretty good scale, were in 2007. And that was the deluxe line, because back then Transformers were, deluxes were $10, Voyagers were $20, leader classes were $30. Then ever since and I think that lasted also to Revenge of the Fallen, but ever since the third film, that's where they really started kicking it up. And because they knew that, oh shoot, with those prices, they're actually buying these figures. Let's up the price. Let's get more money. Then now, since they're upping the prices a little more and more and more, that's why I guess some of the Transformers figures are dying down, and they're not getting the love that they once were getting from the first Bay film all the way to well, pretty much Dark of the Moon. Then that's where everything really started dying down. Even for the correct me if I'm wrong, but even for the Prime Wars trilogy. But go ahead.
Well,
I'll be back.
Yeah, I think what's been the downfall and is it really boils down to the fact that Hasbro has not had the film franchise has not lost momentum for the past 15 years. For 15 years, they've been able to make these movies and pop out these really inexpensive Transformers at a low price, because that's what they do when those figures come out and they have gimmicks because they're made for kids. And all of a sudden, even collectors go in and jump in and want to buy those figures because they want to be the first one to do the review on it. That Hasbro has been able to go, okay, we're making our money here, but where we can really pinch the billfold is let's show them what they could have gotten if they just waited and got this figure. It's the same thing I said for the Buzzworthy line that bothers me is the fact that you have Blur and Cup coming out with no translucent plastic. And by the way, I looked at that. It looks like they painted over the translucent plastic. I saw some in the box, and they look like they're just painted over.
That wouldn't surprise
I may
me.
be wrong.
No, I think you're right, because they did that with Kingdom Rodimus Prime.
Yeah.
Hey,
What was that? Oh,
crazy people.
but for me, I that's the point right there. For me, I look at it and I'm going, Hasbro. If I want to get a Transformer, and I want to, and I'm seeing the ones like that Prime versus Prime just showed, which was Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal from the new Roz series, and I'm looking at those and I'm going, okay, that's a price point that I'm willing to pay for. And look, they're translucent plastic, and they look like they're going to be durable, but are they going to be, are they going to be enjoyable? Studio Series Wheeljack, I think he looks awesome. Will I transform him more than 3 times? No, I will not. The translucent feet and the transformation with that should not be the case. His feet should not be translucent plastic painted white. They should have been white plastic. And I look at it, you're paying for a figure that's literally an inch shorter than the Ratchet that we got, the Wheeljack that we got from the Siege line that they reissued during, Kingdom and Earthrise.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, my heart just skipped for a bit.
What's that?
Gunshot.
Wow.
So I got these goddamn
know
crazy
how that
people.
is.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, I won't be collecting Transformers figures for a while unless they're on a really cheap, like I'm talking about, like a cheap price. And considering that we're only going to be getting the gimmicky figures for Rise of the Beast, and then they'll release the Studio Series figures alongside the movie. I'll just say this: the gimmicky figures is what I'll be targeting, like right around under $10. Plus,
oh yeah,
for a gimmicky figure. Well, I mean, it's not a gimmicky figure, but for that Optimus Primal figure, for such like a one-step changer type figure, it looks like it has really good posability. That's all I can say. It's like a core class, but And that
I
figure
wouldn't
is
say it's
part
a
of the
one-step.
Power Alliance. Go ahead, Otto.
Yeah, I was going to just say, I wouldn't say he's a one-step. I mean, you take a look at the knee joint alone, that you have to ratchet it down to make him where he's going to be taller as Optimus Primal. You know, where in robot mode he's going to be taller, and then when he gets into his beast mode, he's more condensed. That figure's got a lot of articulation, and it's got a lot of detailed. I do think that the paint apps could have been a little bit more on it, you know. But at the same time, I'm looking at it going, I get that figure. I want to worry about it breaking, you know. And I'll have a representation of Optimus Primal in my collection for a price that right now, to be honest with the way gas prices are and how other things have been lately. Yeah, I'm right there with Floormaster Starscream. That's pretty my price point.
Oh yeah. So guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Autocorrect Primer. I've
No,
owned
you didn't.
I've owned this Megatron figure for a few weeks now, and I
Mhm.
tried to shove one of the rockets onto the cannon because you can do that. That's one of its gimmicks, and it wouldn't go all the way. There was something stuck in there.
Oh God.
Huh.
Yeah, and I finally got it out. If you heard some pounding from my camera, it was me trying to get this thing unclogged. Oh, so I can't believe this was shoved in there. Must have been a kid.
What?
This is what was shoved in Megatron's missile.
A marble. That's awesome.
No, take a close look. Take a close look. It's hemisphere shaped. It's not a marble.
It's a bean.
It's a bead. Yeah.
This poor frozen ruins.
Yeah, it's a stone bead. It's flat on one side.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now that I finally got it unclogged, if I can get it lined up properly, the missile now fires.
A
I
marble.
want to throw a question out there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, if the modern day Transformers are going up in price, almost $25 a pop, if not more, do you see yourself no longer buying the modern day figures and just maybe use your money to buy figures from the Transformer line that was in the past? Like the Megatron and the big Armada figures.
Yeah, I can see myself doing that. Wanting to go after the vintage figures. I kind of did that with the Armada line, Autocorrect Primer. I got an Armada figure that I wanted to get since the Armada line was released, and I shared this on my channel already. Look at what I got a few weeks ago.
Can we make the screen bigger so we can see it better?
Yeah.
So yeah, Autocorrect Primer, look at this.
Oh!
Brand new in the Space Minicon team that combines to form.
Yeah.
The Requiem Blaster.
See, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the last team of Minicons I needed from the Armada line.
So, you're pretty much thinking about the same way I am, that, you know, go back vintage. I bet you got that one still in the package. You probably didn't pay a voyager price for it.
I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, I think for the Space Minicon team, I think I paid $35 for them.
Okay. And how many years has that thing been out and still in the package? How many years has that been?
I'm correct? 20 years.
See?
Original price.
Right there.
Original price, I believe, for the Minicon 3 packs, I think it was $6.
Wow.
Yeah,
because you got 3 mini characters.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so each individual Minicon was worth $2 back in 2002.
Wow. The price hikes on Transformers is not making any sense because you take a look at what's coming out from the Black series, and you take a look at what's coming out from the Lightning series.
Mm-hmm.
That also Hasbro is putting out, and you take a look at Hasbro, what they're putting out with the G.I. Joe, classified, and you look at that and you're going, wait a second, you're getting a 6-inch figure, and they're giving you blast effects, they're giving you multiple weapons, they're giving you multiple head sculpts, and it's like, okay, why are you giving more love to these other lines, and the one line that has been selling for you for 15 years because of the movies, you're cheaping out on?
Well, that's another conspiracy theory I've come up with. I don't know if you're interested in hearing it.
I'm all ears.
All righty. So my own personal conspiracy theory is that Hasbro is hiking the prices on the Transformers action figures just in case the movies perform badly at the box office, and they can make whatever money back they lost. And even if they don't lose money, it's just even more money for them to take in.
You know what? I have to say that's not a conspiracy theory. That's that's what a business plan would tell you to do. You're right.
Consolidate our losses.
Yeah.
Consolidate our losses by raising the prices on the one group of figures if these movies don't do well. And even if they do well, it's just even more money for us to spend on future projects.
That's some good thinking there, TFN Geek.
I know it sounds sneaky and underhanded, but come on, when has corporate America never been sneaky and underhanded?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, wow, that would make a lot of sense.
Because you notice when the price hikes really started to take off, you said it yourself, Autocorrect Primer, within the last 15 years that the live action movies have been around.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm gonna get real quick.
My problem is the fact that it's not that I have lost any love for Transformers, because I haven't. I love Transformers as much as I love my He-Man figures. As a kid, those are the two things that I wanted more than anything in the world. But now I'm looking in when you're now having to look at your pocket a little bit more, because things are going up in price. I mean, I don't know if anybody recognized, but food's going up in price. So
I saw a news article about why one of the reasons why that was happening, why there was price hikes on food. That apparently the fertilizer companies are starting to run low, and so farmers are starting to run low in supplies on fertilizer that they need to keep their crops strong and healthy.
That's very true. I have family that are farmers, and that's something they said they didn't think would happen. But after COVID and 2020 and everything shut down, a lot of stuff that the surplus that you would have, that you could just call, order, and have it shipped to you, farm-wise, you just can't have it anymore because it's the demand. I mean, I went to my local comic book store. Really good friends with Todd and I was like, I need to get bags of boards for my comics, and he's like, man, I ain't been able to get bags of boards in because there's no stock, there's no paper, there's nothing for them to make boards for. They're backlogged now for up to a year, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I've been looking at different companies, and he says, I'm buying from different companies to be able to get the bags of boards, for you guys that put them into the comics. So that's happening, and I'm looking at it going, okay, if that's happening on the bags of board level, and then you're seeing the families the prices going up, or they're not getting the fertilizer, they're not getting the feed. They're not getting the stuff that they need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why everything's going up. And with that, I just don't think it's smart for Hasbro to be jumping another $5 up on their figures.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I noticed I pre-ordered Legacy the G2 Laser Optimus Prime Leader Class figure, but then a few days ago I was also able to pre-order Studio Series Sludge. They're both Leader Class figures, and they're both being released the same year, mind you. But with the sales tax that I have to pay, guess how much the prices on those two figures are on Amazon for pre-order?
How much?
Legacy G2 Laser Optimus Prime is $54.36, and Sludge, who's being released just according to Amazon, just a 1 month after Laser Prime is getting released. Guess how much Sludge is going for?
How much?
With the sales tax, $60.89.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So there is a price difference. If I can get my calculator to work for me, let's see. If we can get it to work.
Should be like another $5 price hike.
$6.53.
$6 price hike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I canceled a shitload of Transformers. Excuse my French. I apologize. But I canceled a crap load of Transformers off a Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
And I also did Amazon too.
Yeah, because the price tag for Legacy G2 Optimus Prime is $49.99. The price tag for Studio Series Sludge is $55.99. So there's going to be a $6 price hike coming our way.
Jesus Christ.
$6, mind you, after it already went up $2 last year.
It went up $5 on some other figures last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I mean, well, just put this in perspective, guys. Okay, it's been 3 years since we had the Combiner Wars line that came out, and you were able to get a figure.
Yeah.
What's that?
Hey, did you just say it's been 3 years since Combiner Wars?
Or Power of the Proms, excuse me.
Yeah.
Power of the Proms. But you still could get combiners in Power of the Proms.
Yeah.
You're looking at a figure that you would go to Walmart and you'd be able to pay $13, $14 for. You're now paying $25 for, which is literally like $11 increase in 3 years. That's absurd.
It is.
Especially when you got all these other lines that's out there from the Legends for Marvel, the Black Series, the Lightning Series, and then you also look at Mattel and you got the Retro Play, you've got the Revelation, which is now going to be called the New Eternia line coming out, and you're going, wait a second. How is it that these other companies and also these other brands that Hasbro makes themselves are cheaper than their Generations line?
Yeah.
And so
like I said, my own personal conspiracy theory is that after the first live action movie did moderate at the box office, and then Revenge of the Fallen was a flop, and then Dark of the Moon was moderate, and then Age of Extinction was below moderate, and The Last Night was a flop. I think Hasbro realizes that for all the money they put into live action movies, thinking that they were going to be box office hits, and the exact opposite happened. I think they're trying to make back whatever money they lost at the box office with the live action movies and the contracts that they signed with Paramount Studios. That's my own personal conspiracy theory why the Transformers figures are price hiking, because most of the large price hikes have happened since the live action movie started. Before the live action movie started, the price of Transformers figures, if my memory is serving correctly, it was almost like $1, maybe $2 a year that it went up.
Yeah.
The price went up. hand. But now to go $10 in 2 years, I think Hasbro's just making up for whatever money they lost with the live action movies.
Well, Ninja Bill said something that I've always agreed with him on, is that he's always said you don't display your figures from the back. You know, if they have a little bit of a backpack, you're not going to play. You're displaying your figures front view. Well, I started going with that same mentality, that same idea, and I'm like, you know, if I take a look at my Transformers, I just want a representation of them from that line, and I'm now to the point where. What's that, Fangy? Sorry.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
In a few minutes.
I now go and say, okay, am I going to retransform this? Am I going to take it out of its display? Am I going to move it around? Am I going to do the articulation and everything for it? The answer is pretty much no. I mean, do I move figures around here in the house constantly to drive everybody crazy? I do, but I'm not retransforming them. You know, I'm just changing them from display to display. And that's the thing right there. With the paint apps being less, with the figures, you know, costing more, I'm looking going, you know, do I already have you in my collection and a figure I really like? Mm-hmm. And if the answer is yes, I'm like, then I ain't buying another one like you. You know, for me with Optimus, I'm good on Optimus. I got Siege and I got Earthrise. I got him in the Siege mode. Yeah. And then if I really want to take it to the next step, I say, well, I got him as Bumblebee too. I got him in Bumblebee line. I got him from the Bumblebee movie. And I'm like, if I've got that, then I'm good. I'm pretty much good.
Jesus. What the hell's going on?
You good, Otto?
What's that noise?
Oh, I think that was you, because your little like the little thing on our icon, it was bubbling, like pulsing or something like that. Because so I don't know if it was coming from you. Like, it's all right, man, but I didn't know if your little microphone thing was like rubbing up against your shirt or something like that, you know. But it's all good.
Sorry about that.
No, you good. You good. Now that is Ruben.
Yeah, I'm almost about to take a shower.
Wait, that's the shower?
Yep. Oh, wow. For the nightclub. Let's go. Party over here.
Are you good?
I'm just bored.
Really? You're talking to us and you're bored?
Dude, I need to find one of the last two Legos that I need for the golden minifigures.
Ashley, can I get you to get me the pig? Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to get some more Bionicle parts.
Bro, he's sending you Bionicle parts. At least wait and see what you are getting before you buy anything more, just in case you be like, oh crap, it's for nothing.
I did find the Kodak blasters, two of them that I need for my Kongu figure, but I still need to get the extra 4 ammo for the Kodak. I'm trying to find a fucking hospital.
Let's see if I can.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's not because of the prices that are going up for me. Well, for me, like I said, it's not because the prices are going up. Like, hang on. The reason why I'm not buying Transformers figures, it's not because of the prices, because like I said, I have responsibilities. And I'm only going to be able to, it'd probably be like one a month, like only one deluxe a month, or next month a Voyager. But I'll tell you this, me personally, like I said, I do have responsibilities, but the only thing I will focus on is the Bumblebee movie figures, and that's it. I know I said I was going to get the Legacy. I know. But at this point, I'm only going to do the Bumblebee movie figures, if I can, I will get Legacy Minosaur, but that's it. Because all I'm going to do is focus on the Bowling movie figures, and that's it. And I will say this: if we do get a 86 Snarl figure, I'll get that. But after that, I will be passing on the other Dinobots. Not because they'll probably be bad. It's because, like I said, I have to save money, and like I said, I'm on a budget right now, basically. Long story short. But I do have to agree. Like, I am tired of the plastic quality type stuff. Oh my God. Hey, Ruben.
Wait.
Look. The pig of death.
Not a rat.
No, it's not a rat.
I still need that. I still need that figure, dude.
You're still the champion of the last giveaway, Ruben. You got. You won more giveaways from Otto than me.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I only won one. You got World War II Hot Rod and the Pumpkin Rapper, and I don't know what else you won from them that I don't know about. But all I got is the Blue Zeo Ranger, and Mistress Slipstream claimed that figure for herself because she likes blue and she likes Power Rangers. So yeah, she claimed it.
Well, the nice piggy has a heavy hefty plastic.
What's that, Otto?
I said the pig is full of heavy plastic. There is nothing light on him at all. Nothing. He is a heavy, heavy, heavy boy.
Heavy piggy.
He really is. I mean, if you can use this as a weapon to kill somebody. I mean, I'm not kidding you. If you someone was attacking you and you can only grab this thing and it was the closest thing to you, you start hitting them in the head with it, they wouldn't survive. The figure would survive, but they wouldn't. I'm just like, God, he's an awesome heavy. Yeah.
But yeah, like me, all I can say is this. Personally, hold on, let me fix this real quick. But okay, hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to shut my door. But like I said, me personally, the only like I said, frick, if my tongue will start working. Like I said, the only figures I will be getting are the Bowling movie figures, and here's why. Ever since the release of Soundwave, well, I should go back and say Starscream, but I'll just say this. Ever since the new reveals of, and I remember this, I was in the store when Ruben found these, or saw these images, but ever since they showed off the Soundwave, Brawn, Ratchet, and now we got Ironhide and RC, those figures are good. And I have to say this, I know a lot of people don't like backpacks or kibble, and here's another reason why. And I'm going to quote Jobby the Hung from YouTube. He's a Transformers reviewer. But I'll say this. He is very inappropriate, so kids don't go watch it. But when he reviews like the Masterpiece figures, he always uses this argument. I get it. We all face our Transformers figures facing the front and not the back. But Transformers are not a freaking cardboard cutout. It's a 3D object. They have dimensions and different angles to look at them. So, like the Bumblebee movie figures, these are 3D objects. Like the new ones like Ratchet, Brawn, Wheeljack, Soundwave, and now RC, and also Ironhide, they're doing it right. They're 3D objects. Like, no kibble. Well, I mean, they may have a little bit of kibble, but like, I'll just say this. They're doing it right. Like, it's a 3D object. Like, if you want to face your figure facing the back, go ahead. There's your figures. So, I'll just say this. The Bumblebee movie figures, in my opinion, they're getting right, along with the 86. But like I said, I'm only focusing on the B figures because they're not releasing that many figures for that line.
I was surprised by that, too. I'm surprised that they're not releasing a lot more figures. But I know there's not that many characters in the movie, too.
Well, pretty much the only figures we really need now. Like, I would like them to release a new version of Optimus Prime for a Cybertron scene, but more accurate, because the original studio series, like the flat nose truck, was based on concept art a little bit. But like I said, I would like a new Optimus Prime for Cybertron, and it has the Cybertron design, like I said, and a new Shockwave, either in the Voyager or Leader class. And we are getting a Skywarp and a Thundercracker. That wasn't a listing, so we are getting those two. They'll probably be a 2-pack exclusive to Target, like the Earthrise versions. That's my speculation.
I hope not. If that's the case, that would not. I hope not. I really hope not.
Yeah, I gotcha. And I mean, if you want to go all out and repaint some of the features, there you go. But like I said, the only figures in my opinion, I would like a new Optimus Prime, a Shockwave, I guess a Cybertron version of Shatter and Dropkick, and there wasn't really that many Autobots. We pretty much got all the Autobots now, since we see RC and Ironhide. So, and we also have B-127. Pretty much all I can think of. There's really only 4 characters from. Hang on. Let me hold on a minute. Skywarp, Thundercracker, Shockwave, Cybertron, Optimus Prime. Hold on. If my brain will start working. Okay, my brain stopped working, but like I said, there's not that many figures left of the bowling movie they can do. I mean, like I said, they have those to do if they can. Plus, I would like them to try to release the Optimus Prime in a Leader class or another Voyager class, but like I said, a Cybertron form. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, there ain't going to be that many figures from the bowling movie, but at least we're getting all the Cybertron characters that only appeared on screen for just like a minute or half a second and only spoke 1 or 2 lines.
Mm-hmm.
And out of all the Cybertron characters, yeah, I got you. And out of all the Cybertron characters, Cliffjumper's the only one that got the most screen time. Mm. And so that's my speculation, because since he's the first Cybertron figure to be released, and then they did B-127, I think. Yeah, Cliffjumper came first. So they did the ones that got the most screen time, and since Cliffjumper was the first one, they did him. And then they did all the others, basically. But I'll say this: I'm enjoying the bowling movie figures, and if they want to release another Volkswagen Bumblebee, hey, they could do that, but they probably won't. But I'll say this: the mold I do enjoy, and thank you so much for the bowling movie Starscream Auto. I gotta say, ever since you sent me that figure, I enjoyed that mold, and I actually enjoy Thrust also, and I would like more of that mold. But go ahead, whoever wants to speak.
Hi guys, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back to you, Frankie.
Yeah, I was just saying goodnight to my family. They're going to bed. I don't need to change the subject, but since I haven't really been following the Bumblebee movie, I have my own guess that after Motormaster, I think the next Commander class figure that's going to be released is going to be Optimus Prime in the Studio Series 86 line.
Which one do you think it's going to be?
I think the next Commander class figure after Motormaster is going to be Optimus Prime, since we got Rodimus Prime in the Kingdom line and we're now getting Motormaster in the Legacy line. I can see them for a Commander class figure in the Studio Series 86 line releasing Optimus Prime in that size class. And if not Optimus Prime, then Ultra Magnus.
Yeah. The Optimus would pretty much could be one that would be an easy pass for me, but the Ultra Magnus would not. If they did a Commander class size Ultra Magnus, I probably would have to be down for that.
Oh yeah.
Well, if it's Commander class scale, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And it's not just a Leader class size, Earthrise Optimus Prime size. You know what I mean? Being released with alongside a lot of other accessories and more. And the main core was just the trailer of, like I said, use Rodimus Prime for an example, the Kingdom one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, picture that as Ultra Magnus, but don't give us an albino Prime that size and have the commander class portion of it go to the trailer and blast effects and weaponry and all that. At least make it like Jetfire scale, because that is commander class scale, because Jetfire was the first one.
But if they sit there and make it where every part connects to him, and when you combine all of his pieces and it makes it into the size, Jetfire, then I think that would be perfect figure. Even if the blue part, the albino, the white part was actually the size of a Voyager, but all the pieces connecting. Hey, how you doing, bud?
Oh God. That cat is mad.
The pistol.
He's happy.
No, that's when a cat wants attention. That's what that type of meow is.
I'm right here. How you doing? Yeah, he was wanting me to pick him up.
Okay.
He's like, you're walking around talking, so let me be on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You want to say hey to everybody, Cringer?
Hi there.
Hey, what?
Hi, Cringer.
A cat.
Yeah. He's my boy.
Yes, he is. That's your child.
Chomp, chomp. It is.
How's Chomper doing, by the way?
He's doing really good since we got Cringer. He's actually been doing a lot better since we got him. So,
Okay, nice.
not dealing with him being pressed, which is nice, and it helps us out. It actually helped out everybody in the house when we got Cringer, because he's just a fun-loving cat. He loves everybody. So, he loves all his siblings. He sleeps with them and everything. He had his surgery. He came out fine, so we're happy with that.
Oh, did you get a Cringer fixed yet?
Yeah.
How does he feel now after that? The fix?
He's doing really well. We make sure that he gets all the proper care, and then he stays overnight with the vet. This last time. Yeah.
I'm glad I've never had to put my pets through that.
Yeah, I will agree. I kind of wish we didn't have to, but when you get it from animal shelter, that's pretty much one of the rules.
Yeah, it's a state law here in California that pets have to be neutered before they're adopted. So, every pet owner I've met has never had to actually put their pets through it.
Wow.
So what is it, illegal to breed?
It's not illegal. If I remember correctly, it's just very highly discouraged, and you need to have a lot of permits to be able to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, because they several years ago they actually said that there were more cats and dogs at the shelters than people could adopt them, and some of them had to
euthanize.
Yeah, because there was no.
That's why we got.
Yeah,
that's why we got Cringer. He was going to be, and I was like, nope, he's coming home with us today. So, yeah.
That's good. And believe it or not, at my work, I almost came close to wanting to get a blue healer dog, because this little pup would just follow me around everywhere. And also Mr. Slipstream.
Now, do y'all see yourselves ever being completely, absolutely priced out on figures in general?
I have multiple times. I've never admitted it.
YouTube,
but I have.
Okay.
there was one year where I actually had to spend 6 months. I had to take a 6-month break from collecting Transformers because my family needed my financial support while I was still in college. So,
which is very good of you. That is actually one of the things that you can sit there and say, okay, that's absolutely understandable. Absolutely understandable. Do you think that would ever happen to you again? Not with your family, but you as a collector.
To be honest, Autocorrect Primer, as I said earlier in the live stream, one of my New Year's resolutions was to finally add the Generations Titan class Metroplex figure to my Transformers collection. So I'm thinking of taking a break on collecting Transformers for the next few months, maybe 3 to 4 months. Then maybe if I'm lucky, I can get Metroplex for my birthday for myself.
That's right. I remember you saying that now. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. It's all right. Yeah, but to be honest, back when I did it, my family made it clear that they hoped I would have made it permanent. The stopping collecting.
Hey, trust me. I celebrated my birthday last month, and my family's like, my mother-in-law was like, I don't really know what to get you, so I got you this, so you can get you some figures off of Amazon. So I was like, awesome. Mm-hmm. She was like, really? I was like, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right size and the right color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, the mentality with my family is that what I do, it's playthings for people under the age of 18, and so they don't support my hobby at all.
Yeah,
so my family.
I'm lucky to have. Yeah.
What?
I'm lucky to have, Nikki. She supports, but anyone else, no.
Yeah,
Mom.
I have people that like my hobby, and even you guys, but like people on the on my side, like they like my hobby, but it's just at this point right now, like it's just my responsibilities now that have to come first. But they support, they like what I do. Plus, they just say I'm sitting on money basically because these figures are going to be worth like thousands of dollars depending how many I collect. Basically, just sitting here on money right now, just waiting. Part of me, I don't want to sell any of my figures, but if I do, I'm only going to keep like the ones that matter, even like the ones that were sent to me as gifts, either from Ruben or Otto, or for example, or the one or Mistress Slipstream. I'm keeping those because those will hold a special place in my heart. But so
as someone that's had to sell his collection in the past, they are. I mean, they do. They go up in value, and you put them out there, and somebody sees something that they really want, they're willing to pay whatever they can to get that. Especially at the convention, and that helps out. It helps out a lot. So they are in a way, a savings, if you will, type of savings account, if you will. Investment, as my wife said, investment, and then from there, matter of fact, I'm getting ready to put on eBay the 2-pack Ghostbuster, Phoebe and Egon.
Oh, I want that.
The family pack. What's that?
Ruben said Ruben said he wanted that 2-pack, and I said, well, as soon as he gets it on eBay, you better go get it.
I came across 2 of them, and I was like, you know what? And Nikki was like, just buy both, and we'll put the other one up on eBay and see how that does, to see if that's the direction we want to go. Just buying double figures on some things and put them on eBay to help out, offset our budget. But I got the siblings, so I'm pretty happy that I got the 2 siblings together. The movie is awesome. I love it. Absolutely was a love letter to every Transformer fan. I mean, every Ghostbusters fan out there. If you've not seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, then you need to stop this right now and go watch it. It's really good.
I enjoyed it, and it was good. And also, I will say this, Otto, the new Batman movie is really, really good.
Yeah, a lot of people that I'm friends with also that in the thing says one of the best Batmans. They're like, hey, you're gonna love it, Otto, because you're always about the Batman Year One story arc.
And also,
I'm like, yeah, they're like, this is right there with you. I was like, oh, okay. And
you know what?
They did the Riddler right.
Yeah, and you know what else? A lot of people like this Batman movie better is because it's more realistic. Like this one is like, it's like, I'll just say this: take Batman or put Batman in like reality. Like no movie, just reality. This is kind of like how it is. It's like more realistic and like a reality type thing. Instead of like for an example, I'm not trying to give a spoiler, but it was in the trailer. Like instead of Batman jumping off a roof and flaring out his cape like wings, that's kind of not that realistic right there. Like, I mean, you could try to put on a cape and jump off a building all you want, but in the end, that ain't going to be fun, and I don't recommend doing that. But in this, he's basically like a squirrel, like when soldiers jump out of planes, they have those like little squirrel type outfit things. I don't know what you call them, but that's basically what he uses in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little more realistic, and yeah.
I will say this though, as a Transformer fan, I will say this. If the Studio Series line starts to do the same thing that the Generations line is doing, I could see myself no longer buying modern day Transformers, and I never thought I would say that, to be honest.
I understand.
Because I'm looking at, like you just said, Batman, and then you got like McFarlane Toys has the Batman movie figures I've looked at that look magnificent and awesome.
And that's the thing right there with the McFarlane DC figures. Like, there's already a couple figures I want to get. Like, I mean, okay, I confess, I never wanted to collect those figures, but ever since you got me the Azrael and the that Batman figure, which Batman was it? I know it's the one that has that weird tentacle looking thing that comes out of its hand.
Yeah, that's the Techno Organic Batman.
Yeah, that one. I never really wanted to collect those figures, but ever since you got me into them, there's only a couple figures I want to get. One, I would like to get the new Batman figure, and also there's another version where it's just Batman without his mask on. But the one I really want to get that they showed off like a little bit recently is the Arkham Knight from Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I love Batman Arkham Knight. I got the game I went to Brookshire's. I got me an Xbox gift card, and I bought the game for my birthday. I enjoyed it. I got frustrated with the game a couple of times, but I gotta say, after playing that game, and literally for Xbox, on the Xbox store, the game was literally $3.99. So I went cheap on it, and I downloaded some of my skins and all that. And also, real quick, for those who are curious, what games do I still have? I still have Halo Infinite, the online one, and Fortnite, Apex Legends, and I hope Otto comes back. And also I got Rocket League. Me and Ruben have been playing that today. So hopefully me and him, I might try to do a live stream tomorrow. Or maybe. It depends how I feel. And also I do want to put an update on that because like I said, I won't be collecting Transformers figures as much anymore. Because, like I said, my responsibilities are going to come first, and the kid is going to come first. And I will say this, I will be doing live streams, but it might be on rare occasions, just depending what type of day I have. Because I might end up working like 5 or 6 hours a day instead of like working 4 or 5 or 6. So
Okay.
because like I said, so far I'm making on my one of my paychecks I made right around $430, right around there, and I'm actually making good money. So like I said, when I get paid, I'm just gonna put, like, if I'm able to get paid like right around $400 something, I'll just put $200 or $300 away and just use that 100 to either get groceries or other stuff that's important. But at least it gives me just a little bit of spending money. Yes, I know it's just $100. What can I do with that? But yeah.
But hey,
So
do you
go ahead.
see? I was going to ask you and Ruben, because TFN Geek had already previously answered. Do you see yourselves ever being priced out from being able to buy Transformers from Hasbro?
Like, how do you mean? Like the figures are too expensive or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The only thing I pretty much feel priced out on is everything right now. But
Me too.
that's right there. There you go. I am priced out. But in reality, it's the Titan class figures that got me priced out. The most expensive, the last two expensive, the two most expensive Transformers I paid for are the DLX Soundwave and the Devastator. That's the most money I spent on Transformers figures. And for those who are curious, what about Jetfire? I paid right around $100 something. I didn't pay. Oh, I paid a little bit over $100, but it wasn't that much.
Right.
But I only got the DLX Soundwave and the Devastators because one, I wanted for the Soundwave, I wanted an expensive masterpiece type thing in my collection, and Devastator, I got that because I didn't have a fully complete combiner. I still to this day, I don't have Overload, but so that's another reason why I got Combiner Wars Devastator is because he's now my very first fully complete combiner. But yeah, as of right now, I'm pretty much priced out because, like I said, my responsibilities. So I will still buy Transformers figures, but it's going to be rare. Because right now, I'm just going to focus on the Bumblebee movie figures. That's it.
And that's because they're a little bit cheaper, and they're also going to be enjoyable to play with. I agree with you there.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the Studio Series Bowling movie figures. Like I said, I will focus on those, but for the Rise of the Beast figures, I am going to collect the Rise of the Beast Transformers figures on the Studio Series.
Yes.
But until those come out, I will be collecting the gimmicky figures, but I'm going to pick and choose. Like, okay, I might get the Cyberverse version of the Optimus Prime, even though it's a Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, but I'll get that. They'll probably re-release that figure, but I'll get that. The smaller version, I might pass on. The Optimus Primal and Tigertron, I'll definitely get that. I'll look up the price real quick on that figure.
$9. It's going to be a $10 figure.
Yeah, that right there I can go for because that's in my price range right there. Because I'm just spending a little bit of money. I'm not spending like $20 or $22 or $30 or $50.
Yeah, I'm pretty much out of that rat race, to be honest with you. What about you, Ruben?
Overpriced and everything I'm trying to get. Also because I blame my mom. Drunken bastard.
But I look at what's coming out from multiple brands, and I look at Hasbro and I go, "You're not the only thing that gets that scratches that itch for me anymore." I mean, you used to be, you used to be the only thing that I constantly could get. That was from my childhood was Transformers, because the toy line has never really gone away since it's been created. but I now look at it and say, man, you know, Mattel's popping out all these He-Man figures from these different lines. And then I look at Hasbro and I'm like, hey, you got these other lines like the Mandalorian, which I've been getting those figures. I don't know. Did I tell y'all? Did I show y'all the helmet that I got? That I got Boba Fett's helmet.
Oh no, I don't. I saw. No. I know you have your old one, all but right. I'm curious.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll go grab it.
Okay, man. I was gonna say like I said, I would love to start buying more Transformers figures, but I'm pretty much priced out right now because I'll just say this: the family, well, like my family will always is gonna come first more than the figures in the end. And I know Ruben is gonna be like, "But you should get this or this," and I'm gonna be like, "No, I can't do it. I just don't have the money."
You still owe me that one Lego set.
I know. I know. I'm gonna work on that. It'll be. Trust me, I'll get that for you, man. Like, however much it goes up, I'll still get it for you. But I'll put some money aside to get it for you. But like I said, I have to. My responsibilities, man, and plus, you know the situation I'm dealing with, so I have to step up my game, basically. All right, let's see here. I'm a little curious.
All right, I am back.
Let me full screen you first. Oh, I accidentally muted him. Okay, there we go. My bad.
That's all right. So.
Woo!
Damn, son.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey. And then. What's that?
Shoot your missile.
Yeah, no. I got to figure out where I got.
How long have you been? There you go. How long have you been a bounty hunter for?
And I've been a bounty hunter for 30 years, my friend. I have.
And you forgot how to launch your missile?
I'm telling you. And then on top of it, Revan actually walked up here, and when he did, I was trying to find all my pieces. Give me a second.
Okay.
And then I got.
Oh, the dark, what? Not the dark saber, but yeah, the dark saber. Nice, awesome. So you got the Boba Fett and Din Djarin dark saber. Awesome.
Yep. This is actually a really cool helmet. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see inside of it really well. Let me get it. Let me see if I can get it in the light.
Woo! Nice.
Yeah, I haven't done a review on it yet. So
nice. I do confess, I really did want to get the Mandalorian helmet and the Boba Fett helmet, but ever since I found out that me and Cheyenne were having a kid, I was like, no.
So yeah, it's a nice helmet. You can. It's nice and thick. Looks just like the show. Very great grade. Yeah, very good grade. So yeah, it's very detailed. I love it. Absolutely.
Okay, I looked up the price. I looked at Prime vs. Prime's review of the Power Alliance. That's what that Optimus Primal is a Power Alliance figure. But for the Power Alliance, we'll be getting Optimus Primal, Optimus Prime RC, and Wheeljack. And the Power Alliance figures will come out on April, I don't know what day, and they'll be $15.99 each.
Oh, really? 15? Okay.
And how do you feel about that after seeing the Optimus Primal?
Well, I mean, you know, you also get Tigertron, and I think the figure will be good. Honestly, I probably will still try and get it. That's still within the price range that I have told myself that I can get. I'm a little disappointed because it was supposed to be in the $10 because $10 I thought was supposed to be in the $10 range, but I guess not. Hey,
and
I'm back.
Welcome back. And do you guys want to see how big it is compared to a current deluxe figure that's out right now?
Oh God.
Oh yeah. If you have an image, I'd like to see it.
All right. Well, I know Otto already has Braun, but
So deluxe.
Pretty much a little bit over.
A little bit, yeah. Not
much. A little bit over. Yeah, I can understand the price.
It's like it's almost the same size as Kingdom Primal.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There was a size comparison with Kingdom Primal. I think it was on Oh, here we go. I found it. It was not Shuffletron. And, well, Kingdom Primal is a Voyager, but he is a little bit of a deluxe. But here's how big he is compared to Kingdom Primal still towers over. But the Rise of the Beast Primal Power Alliance figure is still pretty much the size of a deluxe.
You know, seeing that price and seeing it has half the cost of the Kingdom, I'm like, dang, that, you know, that's not. If I knew that, I probably may have held off because I mean you can add your own paint and stuff to the one that's coming out for $15 and have the same paint outs.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But in a way, you're kind of getting two figures. You're getting two Tigertron and Optimus Primal. So I can look at that and say, okay, and with the gimmick, that's fine.
And also that we never had confirmation that Tigertron was actually going to be in this until they showed off these figures. Yep. So this basically confirms that Tigertron might appear.
Yeah, that he is and not Cheetor.
Cheetor's going to appear. His name was cited on set. Like, for the actors, like, there was, like, a sign here that said Primal and a sign there that said Cheetor. So Cheetor appear. The only one that won't appear, but I'm actually hoping they'll change this. The only one that might not appear is Rat Trap. Because, well, their excuse was like, since people don't like rats that much and they don't want to see a giant oversized rat on the big screen, because a lot of people, if you see a big rat or a mouse, you'll just jump and run.
I don't know. Every time I watch The Princess Bride, I've never run away from that scene.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, and they from what one of my subscribers said, they're going to replace Rat Trap with a character named Crescent, and he'll be a skunk. But I'm actually hoping Rat Trap will be in this. But unless something happened to Rat Trap and he decided to scan, like he was tired of his name and being called like rat jokes or something like that, and him getting rat comments, and he just decided to scan a skunk form and call himself Crescent. And for those who are wondering what Crescent is, it's like a crescent moon.
Yeah.
Either way, it sounds like a really stinky idea.
I agree.
God, not the puns.
Just a whole bunch of spraying stink around. At least you won't get confused with a cat.
Oh, God. But yeah, like the Maximals we got confirmed so far is Optimus Primal, and also he'll be voiced by Ron Perlman, the same actor who voiced Primal in the Primals trilogy. And Cheetor, Tigertron, Rhinox, Airazor, Crescent, and those are the ones we got confirmed now so far. Still nothing on Rat Trap, but we'll see what happens if they show off any figures.
Yeah.
But so far there's been no gimmicky figure confirmed that we are getting Rat Trap. But since Tigertron is just like a weapon, and that was not listed, we'll see what happens if we are going to get Rat Trap. And
that'll be just prom.
Yeah, and also the thing I like about Rise of the Beast, look at those figures and look at Tigertron. The thing I'm going to like is this. when they scanned their beast forms, they were nothing but fur in beast form. So when they transform, their fur is basically now falling off. Like, it's already rotting away. Because they've been on Earth for thousands of years, and here we are in present day. Basically, they're battle worn, like they've been through some stuff. Same for like all of them, basically. Like Tigertron, like look at the Tigertron figure, and also the Optimus Primal. Tigertron, for an example, if you look at that figure, his ribs are basically exposed, and there's still some fur left on him, so he's falling apart. Like his metal is starting to show. Same for the Optimus Primal. Look at that figure. You could see bits of fur here and there, but his metal is starting to show. So, yeah,
I'm going to have to call it a night tonight, but I wanted.
Yeah, me too.
But no, it's been great. Thank y'all for having me.
No problem.
Great to hear you again.
Yeah. I'm hoping to be able to get back into the swing of things. So hopefully within the next, especially in April, maybe be back fully on and doing live streams again.
Awesome. And also, I am excited for next week. I'm hoping Mr. Slipstream will be able to watch. But I'm going to be watching the Halo series.
Same
week.
here.
Oh, and also, real quick, Otto, Picard is already out. The first 3 episodes, I believe, or 2.
Yep, I've already seen the first season and the first 2 episodes. And Thursday is the next episode.
All right, good. I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying Q, by the way.
Oh, I am. I'm loving my Discord Q. There we go. And anyone that's a My Little Ponies fan will catch that.
Real quick, I just want to say this. I like when Q first shows up. He appears in his younger state, and he's like, "Oh dear, you look older than I imagined. Let me change that." Snaps his fingers, and then he ages himself.
Yep, I like that. Well, guys, thank y'all. I'll hopefully chat with y'all later, and I'll definitely try and get caught up on everybody's reviews.
Awesome.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, man.
Take care.
You too.
Take care, man. Alrighty. And
I gotta call it a night too, Lord Master Starscream.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to also. And Ruben, I might call you real quick before I head to bed, just because I do have to ask you something. But would you guys like to share where they can find you? Unless if you guys are too tired, it's all good.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. So you guys can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Discord. I love to talk everything Transformers related. And I finally did it with Kingdom Hot Rod added to my collection. I finally completed the Kingdom line, so I may take collecting Transformers for a while to see if maybe I can fulfill my New Year's resolution of finally adding the Generations 2013 Titan Class Metroplex figure to my collection. So wish me luck with that because he is no easy figure to come by.
Oh yeah, and I bet that will be the most expensive Transformer you own. You'll have in your collection.
If I do manage to get Metroplex, yes, he will.
Awesome. I'm glad. All right, go ahead. Anything else, Otto?
He's gone.
Oh, god dang it. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. Anything else, TFN Geek?
No worries. Just stay tuned. Now that all the Transformers figures I wanted to collect, I've actually collected. I might get back into actually getting around to finally getting my reviews done. So stay tuned. I don't know which ones I'm going to do. I'm just I do have a list on my computer of all the Transformers figures that I do have to do reviews of, but I have no specific order in which I'm going to film them and post them on my YouTube channel. But just stay tuned because the reviews are coming. I promise.
Okay. That's it?
That's it. Thank you again for having me on here, Lord Master Starscream, and thank you both, Lord Master Starscream and Ruben Soto, for introducing me to the wonderful world of eBay, because without you guys introducing me to that, there are quite a few Transformers figures I've collected the past 2 months that I otherwise would not have been able to have added to the Transformers collection. Thank you guys both very much.
No problem. All right. And you, Ruben, or you good?
I was just gonna say, if I'm on my main channel, my gaming channel, that pretty much does it. I have like a bunch of stuff to review for next month on April, but the monthly toy hunt I'm still working on for this month, so don't worry.
Okay.
And hopefully this Sunday I could find the last. I am gonna buy Hayas Amfrock on eBay. So I'm probably, hopefully Darkest Warmer and Ventus Ghost Speeds is still there at the Target. And probably going to get one of the Lego set for the golden minifigures. If it's not there, well, I'm screwed.
Okay.
Yep.
That's it?
Yeah, that pretty much is it.
Okay, man. And I would share where you guys can find me, but I am currently tired, and plus, I honestly don't feel like it right now. But if you guys want to know where you can find me, go ahead and check out one of my previous videos. And I will. I'm gonna try to figure out how to put everything all in my about page. That way, I don't have to share where you can find me. I'll just say go to my about page. Hopefully, I can figure that out. And yeah, I think that's about all for me. And like I said, it'll be rare that I do live streams, but if any of you guys are worried about me or anything like that, go ahead and reach out to me on Discord, like, hey, are you okay? Because, well, I ain't gonna go into what's going on, but like I said, just feel free to. You can reach me on my Discord and my Instagram, or comment down below. And that's about it. I thank you guys so much for watching this live stream and hearing my announcements. And I honestly do feel bad that I do have to leave a lot of Transformers collecting behind. But I will be doing it rarely, very rare on occasions. But like I said, my responsibilities are on the horizon. So yeah.
Good luck to you with that. And congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And I will be sure to tell Mr. Slipstream that. And yeah, I think that's about it. And this is the ghost of Lord Master Starscream saying, Seekers, transform, and rain fire. Good night.